But look at how spooky this is. So I put this picture, I chose this picture specifically of the interior of a Benz. And the crazy part is my car looks just like that on the interior. A Chanel bag, guys. I know. I could have been a little bit more realistic. Hey everyone, this is Beautiffied, aka Tiffany Shyla, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Today I am going to be doing a video on a holiday chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm going to be doing my makeup with you guys and just talking about my year towards the end of the year. This is kind of piggybacking off of my recap video, my 2024 recap video, except I'm going more so into my goals and my vision board. I'm going to be assessing that while I'm on here doing my makeup with you guys. I'm not beating my face to the gods at all today, so this should not be very long. But we're gonna go ahead and get right on into the video, guys. So I've already went ahead and I moisturized my face. As you can see, I look extremely shiny, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna be using my Refi primer. Not sure if you guys can see this. It's not even focusing, whatever. But I'm going to use the Refi face primer because I'm going to go for more of a moisturized look, a little bit dewy, if you will. And I'm going to put this on and let it get a little tacky. Thanks. So I'm going to go ahead and pat that in. Let it get a little bit sticky. And while I wait for that, I'm going to show you guys what my vision board looked like this year. So hopefully you can see it. If not, if it doesn't turn out good, I'm just gonna have to show you guys, like put it on the screen. So I'll put it right here for you to see just in case. But this is what my vision board looks like. I hope you guys can see. So I'm gonna start from the top left of this vision board and work my way over and down. So I had a digital vision board this year because I didn't want to actually keep up with the physical copy. And on my digital vision board, I went ahead and put the year, of course, was 2024. Now at the top left, and I guess I can share this with you guys since the year is over. I usually feel a little bit weird about sharing my goals until it's actually completed or whatever. But since I gave myself that time limit, the time frame to do it in, and I didn't get it done in that time frame, I don't feel as bad. But basically, the top one, I had a Shopify section with multiple orders because I actually wanted to restart a business. I used to have my own clothing line, and guys, it just it it wasn't like super hard to keep up with at all. But once I started working in nightlife, it just got away from me, and that's when it became a little bit more difficult. I'm using this NYX brow gel, by the way. It became a little bit more difficult when I started working in nightlife because I wasn't really getting any sleep. And then just to keep up with the marketing aspect, taking photos, sampling my pieces. Hold on. Sampling those pieces before I bought them. Like, all of that was just going to be a handful. So I stopped, but I really enjoyed it when I did do it. I wasn't trying to necessarily get back into the whole clothing brand deal. Not that it wasn't for me at all, because I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making women feel like all types of sizes and shapes. I love them feeling so confident in my clothes. Like I had all different types of women um, wearing my clothes, sporting my clothes, and I love that for me. Like they looked so good. But just, I don't know. Clothing was not the route that I was trying to take anymore. I do have a few now. What I plan on doing next, I'm not going to share with you guys because I'm actually going to try to carry that goal into 2025 since I didn't complete it this year in 2024. But I did want to share with you guys the fact that I was um, trying to get back into, starting another business. So hopefully when that time comes around, this is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Concealer. I'm going to use this to clean my eyebrows up before I go ahead and draw my on my eyebrows. But hopefully, when that comes around, I will have the support of you guys as well as my family and friends, which I know that that's going to happen. But yeah, that was, sorry guys, you have to pay attention when you're doing your eyebrows. And not only that, but my freaking, I'm doing my eyebrows and my mirror is so far away from me. So hold on, give me just 2 seconds. I'm going to use my brow pen from Anastasia. Sorry, you guys. I had to really focus right there because your girl does not try to play around with no eyebrows. And then I'm just going to clean these up right here. But yes, I definitely am going to try to get back into that, like get back into being a business owner because honestly, I feel like that was me. Like being a business owner is definitely me. Entrepreneurship is something that I really do want to take back on as a responsibility. I I wouldn't say I can't work for other people, but I like to move to the beat of my own drum. If you know me in person, then it's very evident that I like to move to the beat of my own drum. Like, I wouldn't say I have a problem with leadership, but if leadership isn't done right, I'm definitely going to have a problem with it. So that kind of makes me butt heads with a lot of establishments that I tend to work for because a lot of them tend to have simpletons running their business and in leadership positions. So, yeah, I definitely think I want to be my own boss again and get back into that. But I want to do that as something on the side for now because I definitely love my corporate job and I plan on staying there for a good minute. I'm going to use NARS, the long wear or the Longwear Foundation, the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the color Namibia. Um, and I'm just gonna put this on the back. Oh shit! I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand and use it from there with my Makeup by Mario brush. So yeah, that was at the top. While I do that, let me bring up the next one. So the next one over was a passport and a vlog camera. The passport pretty much stood for, me traveling a little bit more this year. And the vlog camera was just me capturing those moments of me traveling. And I did exactly that. Unfortunately, I suck, guys. So I haven't given you guys all of the content as you saw in my recap video. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. I basically was apologizing to you guys because I actually traveled a whole bunch this year. And I recorded almost all of my trips, except for one. And I did not share with you guys. I have the videos edited, but I just didn't get around. Well, I have it recorded, not edited. I just didn't get around to editing them so that I could post it for you guys. And for that, I do apologize. And I'm working on getting that to you guys. So I'm gonna use my two different concealers, Huda Beauty on my lower face because it's darker and it's a darker shade. And then I'm going to use my Fenty concealer on my under eyes because it's a bit brighter. And then I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit before I start blending it out. So, hold on. Okay. Sorry for the silence, guys. I was really focused. I don't like messing up my concealer as well. I just get ready with me's are really difficult because I really be focused on placement of my makeup and just doing things correctly. The one thing you don't want to mess up is your makeup. So, yeah, it'd be real difficult for me to do both things at the same time. So, yes. Okay. So, I put that on my list because I wanted to travel a little bit more as well as record those moments. And I did exactly that, you guys. I traveled so much, so many places. I had a lot of new experiences. I got to check out new places as well because when I went to Jamaica, I didn't go to the same place I always go to. I actually went to visit my dad's side of town this year. So, well, I did go to Montego Bay as well the second time around, but the first time around when I went to Jamaica, I went to my dad's side and got to visit that and experience that. I went to St. Martin, which was something new for me as well, and somewhere where I've been wanting to go. So I got to check that out. That was really nice. Um, but yeah, my goal was to travel way more because I was working at a job where I was not allowed to travel much because it just was no time for that. So when I did get released from that job, I took it upon myself to enjoy the fruits of my labor for working super duper hard all the time. And I just traveled any chance that I got. And I plan on doing so in the future. I actually have a trip lined up for next week. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait to show you guys that. Consistency, that was on my list. And that was consistency with all aspects in my life that I actually wanted to achieve. And I definitely feel like I did that. I was super duper consistent in the gym. I was super duper consistent with doing the content like on TikTok. I made that a goal of mine to pick up TikTok, and I was extremely consistent on there this year. So I'm proud of myself for that. Just things that I promised myself that I would be doing to be more consistent. Being like showing up consistently for my family. and my boyfriend, my friends. I was just a little bit more consistent this year with making time for them. So I was really, really proud of that. The next one is actually a picture of a girl working out, and definitely did that this year. So I was super proud of myself. Like, I don't even think I've been this active for real since high school. I played sports in high school. I cheered as well as played basketball in high school. And I was super duper active then. Maybe I was a little, I wouldn't even say the activity I did during cheerleading when I cheered in college was this much, because it wasn't. Like, don't get me wrong, we were in shape. Like, I had a full blown six pack. I was snatched, but I don't think it was as much as high school. And this year, I worked out as much as I did in high school. So I definitely saw those results, and I was really happy with them. So, yes, working out was a thumbs up this year for me. I was so proud of myself. I am still proud of myself for being as consistent as I was in the gym this year. In my different classes that I attend. Um, Hold on. Now I'm going to use Sweet Cheeks in the color Bombshell because I kind of want to go for a bronzy look today. So that is going to be the color of my blush. Um, and I'm only doing one layer of concealer today because, like I said, I don't want to do too much. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. But as far as working out, yes, guys, I was in my gym bag. I was in my gym bag. So the next picture I have up is a bunch of packages, and I think I'm going to carry this one over next year as well because I wanted to getting gifted from like PR, like doing brand PRs and PR packages, things like that. I wanted to do that more this year, but unfortunately, that wasn't in my cards, so I wasn't able to do that. But last year, I actually put it on my vision board, and I accomplished it. Well, it wasn't on my vision board. I think it was on my resolution list. And I wanted at least one brand collaboration, and I think I got two or three. So that made me really happy, and it actually made me want to get to this status that I don't know if you guys can see. Yes, there we go. So I wanted to get to that status, but unfortunately, that just wasn't in my cards for this year. So I'm not the type to give up on my goals, so I'm going to go ahead and carry that one out to next year as well because I do want to make this something that makes sense. Like, I want to have collaborations with fashion brands, with beauty brands, things of that nature, because that's what I love to do for my free time. Like, as far as when I'm you know, doing my try on hauls, when I'm doing my makeup videos, everybody asks me, like in real life off of YouTube, everyone always asks me about the outfits that I'm wearing, the makeup that I'm using, my makeup technique, things like that. And that honestly makes me feel so good because, like, as I told you guys before, especially with my clothing brand, I love doing whatever I can do to make other women feel beautiful. So if me recommending a certain product is going to make a woman feel more beautiful, I'm going to do just that. And with the help of you guys, hopefully I will be able to go ahead and get that accomplished next year. So we're gonna move on down. My next one right here was a Chanel bag, guys. I know. I could have been a little bit more realistic, but I put a Chanel bag down there because I actually wanted one. I wanted to be able to give myself one for the year. And I'm not saying that I can't afford a Chanel bag right now, but it's just not in my cards. Like, that's just not a priority to me right now. Like, just because you can afford it doesn't mean you should do it. Like, you should do it in a responsible manner, and that's just where I am with all purchases right now. If it makes sense, then do it. If not, then don't. But for me right now, I'm not gonna go ahead and dish out thousands of dollars on a purse right now. Like, that's just not something that I'm trying to do right now. So, oh, and that was my NARS press powder, by the way, guys, in the color Seafront. I mention this all the time, so you guys should know. I'm going to bake with, should I do? Yeah, I'm just gonna try it out. This is called Kunafa. It's a Huda Beauty powder. Um, it's kind of like in a banana color, except a little bit darker, just a wee bit. And I'm gonna put that under my eye to set. Hold on, guys. I can't talk while doing this. But yeah, so I did put a Chanel bag on there, and hopefully next year that's something I can do, or maybe I'll just put something. No, I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna put a Chanel bag because I was gonna say more realistic, but that is realistic. If you work hard, you can really put your mind to doing anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and carry that over, and hopefully, I am blessed enough next year to go ahead and check that off of my list. So I'm going to move on to the next one. I had basically, it's a girl traveling again. This time she's on the beach, and pretty much all of the places that I traveled to this year had to deal with being surrounded by a beach. So I got that knocked out of the way. No need to go over traveling again. And then the bottom one was the keys to a brand new Mercedes. This is what it looks like. As you guys can see from my previous videos, the recap of the year, as well as I had another video up touring my dream car, buying my dream car, excuse me. I got that done. So that was something that I could check off of my vision board. I bought me a new Mercedes this year. And it had the bow on it just like in this picture as well, but it's not the same exact Benz that's in this picture. But that was a huge accomplishment of mine, and that was something that I had been wanting to do for years, but like the past couple years, but I just didn't do it because I would always talk myself out of it. So I did it this year. So cheers. Now, the next one, guys, it says, I am a millionaire. And again, I could have been a little bit more realistic, but you never know where the world may take you. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my list for next year because I pray to God that I'm super hardworking next year and I'm super goal driven and I just have my head on straight to where I can knock that out. Like, I am hardworking, so I know that I can do it, but it's just like I know being a millionaire is not just like something you wake up and it's I'm a millionaire. Like, no. But I just have to work hard for things that I really want to do. Um, I'm gonna go up a bit. And the next one I have is a bowl of fruits because I wanted to eat a little bit healthier this year. And I definitely did that. I was able to cook a lot more home cooked meals. This is what the fruit basket looks like. But I was able to cook a lot of a lot more home cooked meals. Well, make a lot more home cooked meals. I was able to just try out new and healthier foods. I was juicing at one point. And I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen off since then, but I was doing really, really well at eating healthier at the top of this year. So I'm really proud of myself for that. Really, overall, I think I've eaten healthier than every other year as well. So I'm gonna move down and go to the next picture. It's a girl crying in church. And I actually wanted to try to attend church in person this year, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I really wanted to do that because I was an avid churchgoer for years before the pandemic happened, and just certain events caused me to stray away from the church. But I do want to find a church home, especially now that I live in a new city. I want to find a church home to go to and just attend church in person. That's just something that I really want to get back into doing. But for now, I do watch church online. I would, I could do better, but I was watching it at a pretty consistent rate at one point too. Cameron and I, we've just recently started getting back into it. We watch Change Church, and sometimes we watch another church called Transformation Church. Sorry, Transformation Church. We watch Transformation Church too sometimes. That's who we used to watch more consistently. And then we started watching Change Church. And we really love that pastor a lot. So that's the other church that we watch online. But next year, I definitely am going to try to go at least once in person to a church. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Change Church too. I don't know, but just trying that out. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. Over here, I have the Bible because I wanted to get into my Bible a little bit more. And honestly, I was reading verses way more, but I didn't get to study the Bible how I wanted to study the Bible this year. But instead, I would read a lot of recommended verses, like verse of the day, and try to analyze it and just base my prayers off of the verse that I was given. But I do need to try to study the Bible a little bit more. That's just a goal of mine. I put under here, it's a bunch of money because I wanted to stack this year. And I definitely did that. I worked really hard this year, as usual. Sorry, the camera cut off, but like I was saying, I have 3 jobs, so working hard isn't a foreign thing to me. I work very, very hard, so I wouldn't be surprised if it like translated into my earnings. Next, I have 50K subscribers on a cake for YouTube. And this is what the picture looks like. Unfortunately, I did not reach that goal, guys. That was something that I really wanted to do, was get my subscribers up. And honestly, it just didn't happen. I didn't even come close, to be honest. But that's nobody's fault but my own, because I could have been a lot more consistent than I was this year. So next year, we go again, guys. We go again. Again, I had a healthy food bowl over here, and this time this was a salad. And I did eat healthier, like I said, so I'm not going to dwell on that too much. And right here, I have a picture that says successful bitch energy. And I definitely gave that, in my opinion. I wasn't lazy. I feel like a lot of things that I put my mind to, I did. So, yes, successful B energy was definitely in the room this year. It was in the room with us. Oh, my makeup was so wet. Um, oh, am I messing up my makeup? Hold on. Okay. So yeah, um, that was a plus for me. Now, lower the picture below that is a picture of a girl pretty much going out with her girlfriends, and they're holding hands. It's a blurry night, and I definitely had a lot of blurred nights with my friends this year. Like I said, I wanted to prioritize, my friends, my family this year, and I was able to do that. Hold on. Okay, so next up, I have another picture of a Mercedes Benz, but this time it was the interior. And I thought that this was so spooky when I went back to view this, you guys. So I I put down that I wanted a Benz. Obviously, I knew that my dream car was a Benz, but look at how spooky this is. So I put this picture. I chose this picture specifically of the interior of a Benz. And the crazy part is my car looks just like that on the interior. So I think that like manifestation is so real in that sense. And just putting things into the universe, speaking things out loud. Because I didn't even know until I reviewed that was the car, like car's interior, and this was well after I bought my car, guys. I was like, what the heck? Like, what are the chances that I got the same exact interior? Because if you know, I don't know if you've seen them, but different Mercedes have different interiors. And the fact that I chose one with the same exact interior that I ended up buying was crazy to me. But I loved it. It made me feel like, things were aligned for me. So this was a picture that I chose next, and it basically was trying to prioritize self care for this year. And I honestly did just that. So I don't regret it. I'm really happy that I was able to do that as well. I have another picture right here where it's looking out of the window on an airplane. And like I said, I traveled a lot. So that was a go for me. And then I have a picture here basically wanting to get a little bit more flexible. That did not really work, but I did gain a little bit more balance by doing Pilates, but I'm just not a flexible person. I never have been, so it's kind of annoying, but it's just not meant for me, I don't think. So, yeah. And then lastly, I wanted to take care of my natural hair and do my hair a bit more often, like take care of it, pay attention to it. And I did just that. I was getting quick weaves and taking care of my hair underneath as well. I was, keeping my hair moisturized and healthy underneath my wigs. I still do. I could do a little bit of a better job, but I still did a really good job this year. So I'm proud of myself for that. And that was the last take on my digital vision board, guys. Um, As you can see, 90% of the things on my vision board I accomplished this year. So I was really, really happy about that when I went back and looked at it. And so I wanted to share with you guys, you know, just a little bit on a little bit more personal note, my goals, aspirations, the way that I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you like the way that my makeup turned out, because I think it's so cute and very warm. See? Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video. I will see you guys on my next TIFFMAS video. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and then like and comment on this video. Bye.